Totally independent, the Isle of Man boasts a sporting heritage that belies its scale. First held in 1960, the Parish Walk is one of the island's oldest annual events. 85 miles through each of the island's 17 parishes. It's a challenge not to be taken lightly, but there are no shortage of walkers willing to take it on.
We have a record number of entries again this year, 1,710, so that's a record. Every year the race attracts more and more people, and they really enjoy the day out. And of course that's what's most gratifying, is to see people enjoying themselves, achieving personal goals. That's what the Parish Walk is. It's an individual challenge between the road and the person. To win the Parish Walk, one doesn't win any money. But you're certainly somebody. When you win the Parish Walk, you are somebody on the Isle of Man.
And for many, it's very much a team effort. Charity fundraising is a common motivating factor, as 5-times finisher Angie Aird explains.
We're all out to raise money for breakthrough breast cancer, which is, as I say, had affected quite a few of us. And we're out to have a bit of fun. Once upon a time, the ladies only ever went to Peel, which is 32 miles. Today, we're now allowed to go a lot further, and many, many women are doing it. It was when I first finished it in 1997, there were only 20 finishers in total. So I was quite a superstar for 5 minutes, which was rather nice.
Well, back at the first race in 1960, there were just 35 starters. Among them, and back to compete for the first time in 50 years, 72-year-old David Faraday.
Well, I was on national service doing an officer training course at Derby. I saw this advertisement for the Parish Walk, so I turned up 7 o'clock at night in shorts, inadequate clothing, no water, like all the other 35 entrants who are all novices, and away we went in the wind and the rain. I got bloody frozen. I lasted 45 miles. I didn't stop for 12 hours, and my legs got completely locked. I couldn't lift them off the ground, and I had to pack it in and go back to my barracks. So the aim is to go further, faster, 50 years on.
And with such a huge entry, personal goals are wide and varied. Winner in 2008 and 2009, John Waddington is aiming for the hat-trick, but remains cautious.
It's quite easy to get swept along, especially in the early stages, to get sucked up with the emotion and just to speed up. You're feeling good, weather's nice, everybody's happy and laughing and joking and chatting as they're going along. To get swept along with that and keep up with people that you've never met before. Now, you don't know if those people want to go all the way or they're going to finish at the next church, you know, so it's very essential that you sort your own plan out and stick to it and just sort of ignore as much as you can what other people are doing around about you.
If one or more people actually go off too quickly, they could be really, really badly affected by the heat. So it might be just a bit cagey at the front. There's a few variable factors. You've got the fact that Robbie is very, very light. On the other hand, Jock is very economical in his movement, with being a race walker, whereas Robbie tends to power walk. So that you would think would use more energy, and that should affect them in the heat, I would have thought.
Well, personal challenges are just as important throughout the field. Terence Hopkins and his guide dog Hudson are walking for the charity Sailing for the Disabled.
Dog's been fed, so he's full of gas, he's ready to go. So looking forward to it. Gorgeous day for it. Beautiful.
And of course, it goes without saying that support is the key, all the way from the personal teams right up to that of the title sponsor, Scottish Widows.
It is a fantastic event. CMI and Scottish Widows now have been involved with this for 21 years. And I think there's actually now more finishers than there were starters when we first got involved. So it's great to see it growing, and such a fantastic community event.
Well, the amazing turnout is evidence of just that. But as the official starter and Olympic silver medalist Roger Black explains, it's much, much more than a gentle stroll.
People here think this is harder than running a marathon because it's doable, because you can walk 85 miles, but apparently mentally it's just a nightmare. So all the experienced people who have done it say mentally this is the hardest thing. And there are some serious triathletes and marathon runners here, but every one of them, bar none, has said to me, this is mentally one of the hardest things you could ever do. So this is proper. I'm starting the race, and I've got a few sort of interviews to do throughout the day. So as much as I'd love to do 85 miles, I'm definitely doing the first 15, and then I've got to go off and meet the leaders at some point. Yeah, maybe another year. I'll set the challenge of doing the whole thing.
Well, the 50th anniversary Parish Walk is going to be a tough one. 85 miles through 17 parish checkpoints, working clockwise around the island, a big climb over to the west and a slog up that exposed coast before the turn south from Bride, down through Ramsey and back to the finish in Douglas. Well, it's 8 o'clock Saturday morning, and with the starters on the line, we hand to local race commentator Chris Kinley.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Roger Black, MBE starts the 2010 Scottish Widows Parish Walk here on a beautifully sunny Isle of Man. Competitors of all shapes and all sizes will tackle the 85 miles around the island, and conditions are looking good for the next 24 hours. Here you see all the field, all over 1,000 competitors do one lap of the National Sports Centre, and there's Michael George aiming to win his first Parish Walk. As the thousands of competitors head on to the Manx roads, the first bit of road that they will go on is this here. Michael George heading a bit of a lead. Looks like Mark Hempsel's in second position there. That is on the run to Braddon Bridge, and they go up what's called the TT Access Road, which keeps the over 1,000 competitors off the main highways. And there's one man we must keep an eye out for in this Parish Walk, and that's Robbie Callister, multiple winner, but one of his big rivals, Sean Hands, we're hearing, has not made the start. The fastest of all time man will not be starting this year's event. Early leader Michael George. The first major climb here is up what they call the Ballahutchin Hill as they head towards the first checkpoint, which is Crosby. And there we are at Crosby. Michael George just slightly ahead of Mark Hemsel at the moment, and Jock Waddington aiming for 3 in a row goes into the checkpoint and heads into the Manx countryside, with Vinnie Lynch looking to get a good finish this year right behind him. Local community spirit is at the centre of the Parish Walk, with all around the island the various checkpoints, and even people just stopping with hose pipes to cool the competitors down, and even a lady taking a walk in a dog stops to check out the sights of the Parish Walk. Well and truly into the Parish Walk now, from the hustle and bustle of the thousands of people on the Crosby Road to the back roads of the Manx countryside. And let's see Terence Hopkin and his dog Hudson.
Heads up, guys.
Bit of a shoving match there between Mark Hemsel and Michael George. Mark Hemsel takes the lead on the road. He's ahead of Michael George, and there's not many seconds in it at all at one of the first checkpoints.
Yeah, good so far.
Jock Waddington looking pretty fresh there. Vinnie Lynch also checking in as well.
Great grandma.
Don't worry, you carry on.
How are you feeling now?
Great grandma.
How are you feeling? You doing well?
Yes.
All right, lads.
A fantastic performance by Cheryl Jones there, enjoying her Parish Walk 2010.
Right. How are you doing, Alistair? How are you feeling?
I'm all right. How are you?
We're very well, but we're not doing the hard work you're doing.
Not too bad.
Long way to go yet, then.
Yeah.
Are you feeling good for it?
Yeah. Magic.
Part of the team with Terence and his dog there. There's Alice Shishilito there enjoying his time, and Michael George got a bit of a step on now as they head towards Maloo Church, and Mark Hemsel just seems to be dropping off a little bit and taking a bit of fluid in. And there's the ladies leader, 1544 Vicky Rawlinson. She's the mother of the Isle of Man swimming champion Olivia Rawlinson, up the blackboards and towards Ballasalla.
Keep right, keep on the right.
Well done.
Michael George looking, well, surprisingly fresh at the moment. We're only very early into this now. And Michael with, I don't know, maybe about a 15-20 second lead on Mark Hemsel. And Vinny, well, he seemed to be catching up as well. And they pass on the road there now. And Mark, I think, looking in a little bit of bother there. Parish Walk, not just about the guys at the front, it's about people all the way down the field raising a lot of money for charity. 1608 Caroline Wheeler taking a well-earned break.
I'm fine, I'm okay.
Down the south of the island to Russian Church now, and Jock Waddington looking for the hat-trick, looking fresh.
Absolutely smashing, thank you. Hi Ross.
Hi there, mate.
How are you?
Yeah, good pace.
Good. Is it fast, is it?
Yes.
That's maybe not so clever.
Michael George just asking about the times, and where did he get that hat from? Some of the spectators down there at Russian.
I'm from Western Australia. Hello.
What are you doing here?
For TT, I'm marshal there as well.
All right, and you decided to stop and do the walk?
Yes.
Do you walk a lot?
No.
What are you doing it for?
Don't know.
1412 Cheryl Jones enjoying her 2010 Parish Walk, and there she is, the lady leader at the moment, Vicky Rawlinson. She's through Russian Church. One of the most notorious climbs in athletics anywhere in the world. Ask anybody about the Parish Walk and the first thing they'll mention to you, the slock. Here's Mike George again.
Michael, what's this bad news? Just been a bit sick. There's always a bit of a danger with the antibiotics that are on for me big time, so.
Never short of a bit of detail, Michael George, as Vinnie Lynch, well, he's heading very well at the moment and starting to come up the order. He's strolling up the slock there, looking very steady. And here he is, Jock Waddington. Just looks to me like he's out for a wee bit of a Sunday stroll there.
How you feeling, Jock? Doing okay? Not too bad now, just low clouds keeping it cooler. Yep. Yeah.
Just here, a little bit of a breeze there. Conditions are a little bit overcast as they go to the slock. Conditions have been very hot, and there's the unmistakable swagger and the hair flying all over the place of Robbie Callister.
Got it.
Well done. Banana.
Yes.
Cheers, thanks. Thank you.
Everybody seems to have a smile on their face, don't they, when they compete in the Parish Walk?
They're not at the stadium in Bluefoot team.
Are we going to see a bit of a push from Robbie Callister? We'll find out in part 2 of the 2010 Scottish Widows Parish Walk. Welcome back to the Scottish Widows 2010 Parish Walk, and Jock Waddington, he has taken the lead on the road as he strides down through Dorby, running to the next point. As you see, number 770 there, Simon Kanadowski, getting a bit of a hose down, and some of the competitors making the way. They've only just come out of Port Erin, now they're trying to get the run up the slock.
You're not struggling, are you? You're doing all right?
All right, yeah.
You're smiling enough.
Through the pain. Manic smiling, isn't it?
Maybe.
Hello.
459 and 1150, Natalie Robertson and Andrew Muir to the slock. And we have a bit of a story here. 402.
Oh, really? I can't believe it.
Charles Horton's blisters get a national TV airing, and I'm sure the sales of Elastoplast must go up.
It's a long way to Douglas. I'm a disabled serviceman as well.
682 Henry De Silva there, working hard up the slock, and as you can see there, lots of vehicles, support vehicles helping people along as they try to complete this 85-mile walk. They've been east, they've been south, and now they head west to Peel through Glenmay.
How are you feeling? How's the sickness?
Not too bad at the moment. Probably come back again, but yeah, 4 or 5 minutes is just a nice gap. That's manageable. So I still hope to be able to close him down.
The Manx Telecom timing system working absolutely perfection here at the Parish Walk this year, and here he is, Jock Waddington. He's leading on the road now through Patrick Church, on the run to the west of the island, the city of Peel.
Well, last time he just
dark and miserable all by yourself doing this, you know. Nobody with you, with only 35 walkers. Well, we were so spread out. It was well, it was lovely, great with all the people. You have a chat with them and you pass them and they pass you.
Did you hear about the Spanish fireman and his wife? Spanish fireman and his wife, they had 2 twin boys and they didn't know what to call them. So they called the first one Jose and the second one Hose B. See you guys.
Oh dear, 712 David Faraday there, who's 74 years young, continuing with his parish walk, and a really bad joke there from Roger Hammond Cave, I think you'll agree. But a good hat is Jock Waddington in the west of the island, 5 hours 29 minutes 43 seconds. A big crowd to welcome into the city of Peel. And Michael George, second position, getting a good ovation as he comes through. He's only 8 minutes behind Jock on the road, and maybe on that walk to Kurt Michael he might be able to see him through the hedgerows. And Vinnie Lynch is just in the background there as well. He's only 1 minute behind Michael George, and here's Robbie Callister.
Hi Robbie, how you feeling?
It's hanging in there at the moment, yeah.
Is the heat getting to
you?
you?
Yeah, it is quite hot, yeah, definitely hot. I think everyone's
good.
Round about 4 or 5 miles an hour as he set the pace on the Kurt Michael Coast Road, and Jock Waddington all alone with a solitary car behind him, and I'm sure he's getting good boards to say where he is.
Hi Ian, how are you?
70 Benny Ball, 75 Simon Starkey, and also 74 that's Carl Senegals, a local postman. And also 107 Theresa May Blair gives us a bit of a kiss. Kurt Michael Church, 6 hours 38 minutes and 13 seconds. That's Jock Waddington first on the road. Remember, he is aiming for 3 in a row. Conditions still very warm, and all the athletes taken on a bit of water as we see 557 there in a little bit of trouble. That's James Tinkler in pain. The two rivals for second and third position at Ballaugh Church, that's Michael George and also Vinnie Lynch, checking on each other's clocks, but also having a little bit of a chat as well as you stroll down the Manx countryside. .45 miles down, only 40 to go.
Oh, good man. My plan on here, so I'm going okay on that, so that's pleasing. I just got to keep going at 4 miles an hour, and I'll be well away.
Hi Vinny, holding second place. How are you feeling?
Yeah, not too bad. I think I'll live for another day.
Cheers. Hi Michael, how are you feeling? How's the sickness?
About roughly once every 10 miles, I'm reckoning. So every time I do it, I lose about 200 metres.
Okay, cheers.
Okay.
Some of the athletes at the bottom end of the field making their way to Peel. Now you remember we heard from Roger Cave a bit earlier on, 6:40 there, and also 4:26 Andrew Neal, as the big crowds continue to flock to Peel.
Okay. Hi. Susan, you're leading lady. How are you feeling?
So I believe. How am I feeling? Fine at the moment. I've had a couple of stops for blisters, but I'm still walking at the moment and the pain subsided, so I'm very much living in the moment, not thinking about ahead or behind, just trying to enjoy it really.
Susan Sumo Moore at Ballaugh with number 18 Andrew Titley there, she's the leading lady. Maureen Moffat, the 4-time finisher, she also takes that little side road there, takes a left and heads to Derby Church as Jock Waddington, looking imperious, heads to Kirk Andreas.
Very focused.
And
He's very focused.
He's joking with us, so and that's a good sign. You can tell with Jock, if he's not, he won't speak to you very well, you know. He just stays quiet, but when he jokes, he's good, isn't he?
Yeah, the banter's still there.
And he's acknowledging all the people, and the people make a massive difference. You know, little kids, everybody just cheer him on, you know.
Afternoon. Afternoon, how's it going? Well, it's cooling down now. Turn the corner at Bride. Got a cooling wind in the face.
which is helping a great deal because prior to that it was just stupidly hot. You know.
Vinny, happy with your performance? You doing all right?
Well chuffed. Further on than I thought I'd be this stage. Hope we can keep it going to the finish now.
Vinnie Lynch has caught up a little bit on Jock Waddington now, only something like 23 minutes behind him. Robbie Colliser not looking the best there, the multiple winner here at the Parish Walk.
Well, I can see him on the straight into Andreas, and I closed it a bit, but I think it's Andreas Church.
Does it help to have that on your mind, that you're chasing a bit of a hare, or is that?
Oh, definitely, definitely. I think you need something to focus on. It just pulls you along a bit more.
Part of a team named the Oxenden Thieves. 17 Richard Gerard going well and catching Robbie Callister as number 56 Martin Hall takes a well-earned break at Andreas Church. Now, just talking about Robbie Callister, we are hearing he has retired from the event. Robbie Callister is out, and number 31 Maureen Moffat, she is through. Andreas Church again as we head to Ramsey and through Parliament Square, a famous part of the TT course. And well, competitors going very well through there. And a number 17 and number 14 through there now. Terry Moffat, 17, was Richard Jarrett in Ramsey Town. And Terry Moffat getting a little bit of a slap on the back there, kind of pushing him through the town. The Mackle Parish flag flutters in the breeze and still quite sunny, as you can see, with Jock with the hat turned round, just protecting the back of his net. He's at Mackle now, and we believe that lead has now gone up to 33 minutes. 3:7:16 Greenland, 1:5:75 Helen Stone, 1:2:98 Susanna Corkill, and Joy Williams 5:86.
Well, they just said I was 39th, which must mean a lot of dropouts because there's about 80th earlier.
Ow. One of the most common sayings on the Parish Walk is ow, and a beautiful sunset here on the island as we're at Bulgham Bay, and there's the leader Jock Waddington talking to his crew chief.
How are you doing so far then?
Well, I'm terrible. I've really felt awful the last 2 miles to Bride, and I felt I'd have to pack in. But I've sat down for 5 minutes, had a cup of warm coffee, and I'm starting to feel as good as new.
Well, we'll see you in Laxey.
Oh, no, I'll never make that.
Oh, go on.
Never.
I'm pulling this guy with me. He's coming all the way.
I'll try.
You heard from 712 David Ferridy there into Laxey Village. Maybe just see the Laxey wheel in the background, and the leader Jock Waddington getting a great round of applause. A beautiful sunset again here on our island, and a few people in pain there. 422 Adam Killip, he continues, and Ian Thompson there, 887, just having a little bit of a lean up against the hedge. Nicholas Bradley 248, you just see the light flashing on his head there. And 894 Dewin Vickers takes his daughter for a walk.
Everyone has been just amazing, haven't they?
Yeah, it's just wonderful, especially in that second half. Occasionally, when people have really spread out, we've just seen tables, and sometimes there hasn't been anyone there. But there's one that had bananas, water, and suntan lotion. I mean, how thoughtful is that? We used every single one, and boy, was it appreciated. It was great.
Onken Village now. There's a walk up the hill, and they have to return and go back down the hill. And there's Jock Waddington with a 3 in a row in his grass, gives a thumbs up there as well to the crowd.
I'm just going church to church now. I'll make my mind up soon.
Yeah,
I'm all right at the moment. I'm in a good spell. I found somebody to walk with. So this lady's come from London to do this race.
There's another one. Yeah, I'm going to get you. Well done.
Thank you.
Excellent. Well done. Thank you.
And the finish of the 2010 Scottish Widows Parish Walk. It's 3 in a row for Jock Waddington. His time, his quickest ever time, 15 hours, 18 minutes and 6 seconds. That puts him 3rd on the all-time list. What a win for Jock Waddington.
I'm absolutely wrecked. It was the toughest one I've done today. The heat took its toll early doors, what wind there was no benefit from it, and it was very, very hot. When I turned at Bride, I had the wind in my face for a while and it cooled me down. But the last 15 or so miles I've been struggling as well, feeling ill and what have you, but I'm glad I kept it together.
Well done.
Thank you.
Going really, really well.
And as Jock Waddington finishes, competitors continue to check in at the checkpoints around the Parish Walk course and still laughing as they still go on. Here she is, the first lady home, the first time she's won the Parish Walk ladies section. Sue Moore, 17 hours, 43.13, and I think she's a bit happy.
Congratulations, Susan.
Thank you, thank you.
How are you feeling?
A lot better than I expected, actually. Yeah, I thought I might wobble over and collapse, but I haven't. So it's great, and the support just keeps you going, people clapping over there, and yeah, it's just a fantastic experience, full stop. It really, really is. I can't believe the cup and everything, it's great.
As competitors continue to finish the Parish Walk 2010, what a day and what a time for Jock Waddington. 3 in a row, 15 hours 18.06. Vinnie Lynch second, 15.57.42. Michael George third, 16.04.07. And Susan Moore, first lady home, in 12th position. Let's hear the final word from Angie Eyre.
My feet are squealing at me, but other than that, head's good, so...
Well, you look amazing, all things considered.
I doubt that somehow, but it feels good to be here anyway.
1,497 people started the 50th anniversary Parish Walk. 133 finished it. We'll see you next year.